Michael here with a massive weekend LEGO news. 2025 new Build a Minifigure and seasonal sets. And did LEGO leak the new Harry Potter burrow? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web. So if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First at Amazon, the LEGO Dream Stable of Dream Creatures is 44% off. The Crocodile Car is 40% off. Grimkeeper the Cage Monster is 39% off. And the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter Microfighter is 43% off. From LEGO Marvel The Endgame Final Battle is 40% off. And from LEGO City the Street Skate Park is 34% off. Plus from LEGO Minecraft the Skeleton Dungeon is 36% off. And the Pumpkin Farm's 26% off. Over at LEGO you can get the free Micro Rocket Launchpad with purchases over $200. And you can get 2 free Dreams Polypacks with purchases over $50 from City Friends Dreams Harry Potter and Ninjago. Plus the Jaws set and all the other August releases are now available, so it's actually the perfect time. So if you want to pick up these new deals, any of the August sets and more and support the channel, all the links are in the description below. Next in Marvel news, we got even more details of the upcoming X-Men X-Mansion. The set is said to include 3,093 pieces, retail for $330 on November 1st. And while this build has over 800 less pieces, it's said to look similar, plus new figures for Professor X, Gambit, Jean Grey, Iceman, and Bishop of Armor set. And thankfully this one will only retail for $55, down from the previous $90 set. And I imagine this will also combine with the previous sets. This set is set to include 4 minifigures, and I'm hoping that means more Iron Man suits we've never gotten. But one we know is a new build for the Igor suit, which is said to hold a minifigure. Next, for the set Spider-Verse Miles Morales versus the Spot, we know now it's going to be the opening deli scene from the movie. And also included will be a bike. We'll also be getting Iron Man, Thor, Scarlet Witch, and either Bruce Banner or Nick Fury. Next, similar to this recent release from Age of Ultron, we're going to be getting a set from Avengers Endgame featuring the Portals. Civil War Airport Battle set for $100 in January. But we now finally have more details on the figures we'll be getting, including Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Spider-Man. We'll also be getting a buildable Giant Man, which I imagine will be one of these construction figures, plus a build for a small Quinjet. And it sounds like a marvelous 2025. Next up in LEGO Star Wars news, we're going to be getting another buildable droid, this time featuring Chopper from Rebels and Ahsoka. We recently got a version of Chopper in the Droid Builder set, but given the $100 price tag, I'm thinking it could be similar to the recent R2-D2 set in scale, and include a similar display plaque with a Chopper minifigure. Plus, in terms of functionality, it's supposed to have some additional play features like we saw with the previous BB-8. Next, while I found this set early at Target, we now have the official reveal of the Onyx Cinder, with 1,325 pieces retailing for $140 today. While we don't know much about the new ship from the Skeleton Crew series, I really like the look of this build, which can transform to landing mode with a simple switch at the top. And while the build is of course a smaller scale than we see in the show, they managed to pack a lot inside, with the large panels on each side opening to reveal the interior, and room for storage. And I'm hoping we like the show. Next in LEGO Disney news, just like we got a large-scale Snow White's cottage this year, we're going to be getting an all-new house next year. And this time it'll be the house from Lilo and Stitch, retail for $90, and again include minifigures. The photos you're seeing here are from a rejected LEGO Ideas set, but it does give us a sense of what we might expect. But of course, at the $90 price tag, I'd expect something more scaled down. And I'm pretty excited about this one. Next in LEGO Harry Potter news, from a foreign retailer, we got a post wishing Harry Potter a happy birthday. But hidden in the second photo, we got an accidental reveal of the upcoming The Burrow Collector's Edition. This set is set to feature 2,405 pieces and retail for $260 on September 1st. While a little bit blurry, the main house build looks much larger than usual, and we even see the pigs outside. Not to mention the rest of the build with the wonky lean just looks so much more complete. And I have to imagine inside will be all sorts of vignettes of different areas of the house. This set is set to feature 10 minifigures, including Harry Potter and the whole Weasley family, including Ron, Ginny, Arthur, Molly, Fred, George, Percy, Bill, and Charlie, who wasn't even in the movies. Next, in January of next year, we're getting an all-new Diagon Alley Wizard Shop set with 2,750 pieces retailing for $200. And while this sounds like it would be an expansion of the recent sets, not in 2023, with the set being microscale, I'm hoping we'll get builds of many more of the shops than we've ever gotten. And I'm hoping there'll be similar hidden sections with the shop's interiors. And I'm very curious how it'll all be laid out and if there'll be an exclusive minifigure like we got with the Architect. Building on their new Hogwarts system, next year's sets will also feature 3 Hogwarts expansions. The largest will be Hogwarts Castle Flying Lesson with 651 pieces retailing for $80. And I'm thinking the build will include one of the castle walls, some of the grounds, and a flying mechanism, and likely the return of Madam Hooch. Next, we'll be getting the Dueling Club with 158 pieces retailing for $25, which is a concept we haven't revisited since 2002, which should mean a new Gilderoy Lockhart. Finally, we'll also be getting the Charms class as either a $20 or $50 set, and I'm guessing the build will be similar to the recent Potions class set, feature Professor Flitwick, and likely slide into the base of the Hogwarts castle. The other set that could be $20 or $50 is Hagrid's bike and sidecar, and I'm curious if it'll be minifigure scale or just be a nice small model, similar to the kind we see in LEGO Creator. Back again next year will be a new version of the Night Bus with 499 pieces retailing for $50. And as far as the build goes, I'd expect something similar in scale to this version that we got in 2019. More pieces than the previous Grimmauld Place, I think this could be a cool set. As far as figures, I'd expect Lucius and Draco Malfoy, as well as Narcissa Malfoy, and there's definitely a ton of magical sets coming soon. Next, at my LEGO store, I was able to find the new Build-A-Minifigure parts. The first figure features this nice dress design that continues on to the oversized skirt piece, plus a butterfly. Next, we've got the Olympic swimmer with a dual-sided head, the muscle torso, and the pink swimming cap and medal. Next, we've got the French mime with the awesome face print, torso, baguette, and red hat. Next, we've got the LEGO store employee with the LEGO logo on the back. There's a print for the hearing aid and a printed phone tile. Next, we've got the horseback rider with the dual molded hat and hair and trophy piece. Plus this girl with a nice hair hat combo and a red apple. And finally, the guy with the slushy shirt, the dog, and the blue hat. On the whole, I think this is a pretty fun lineup with lots of great exclusive prints. This table decoration features a red candle with dripping wax, plus a wreath full of all sorts of plant pieces and red berries. Next, we've got the Christmas ornament selection with 153 pieces retailing for $13, featuring ornament builds of Santa, a snowman, a reindeer, and a present. And I think these ornaments turn 5 pieces retailing for $15. The barn is definitely more of a facade, but there's some nice details with the tree outside. Plus, the build opens up to reveal a monster inside with the large teeth and the eye up top. But this definitely makes me miss sets like the Haunted Hayride, where you'd get a skeleton and textured all over the buildings, as well as the foliage and farm out front. Though I think the recent Medieval Town Square set may impact its chances. Next, we've got the modular post office in neoclassical style. This modular style building features a post office, museum, and sorting center. And while the build is jam-packed with details, we sadly never see these modular projects make it through. Finally, we've got the Working River Rapids Ride fairground rafting coaster. The build for this attraction is super clean, and the mechanisms are really impressive. But as this project's designer has had similar projects rejected, I'm curious about its chances, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. Great sets coming this year like the X-Mansion and the Burrow. Not to mention all the huge sets coming next year from Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and Harry Potter. But the 81 new August 1st sets will definitely keep me occupied in the meantime. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. Congratulations, and be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one!